Music the hottest. Surround your sound, they do. Surround your sound, push up. We all are one, make we live together. Without peace, we don't go before. Like you never know me palava. This salon, I no more we get. For the sake of the beginning, let me make salon. What do you not do for mama salon? When they say water, you say for rub your back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let me make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me make salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let me make salon. Salon man, how you they do? Salon woman, do ya push up? This na the temple let me make the country. Government property, not on land, you know. Not dirty the streets, not if na office. Waiting up for we, not on land, you know. When we like salon, when we put them first. Live at peace in some salon. When they say water, you say for rub your back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let me make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me make salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let me make salon. Surround your hands when I listen to me. Surround your hands when I listen well. Have some blessings and get some blessings. Stop the thinking that we make salon. This and another one, that one, this and this. Election time, not on time for facts. Make salon, not well this country. If we live in this salon, no go before. When they say water, you say for growing back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Every day salon, anything you do, give peace a chance. Every day salon, and inside you go, give peace a chance. Every day salon. Before that, how not they do? Bataya, una kusho. For make salon, make we live in peace. If we make salon, make them go there for we. No place like home, no place like salon. Green, white, and blue, make we raise our own. Let me make salon, let me not wear salon. And that we love our Sierra Leone. When they say water, you say for growing back. And inside you they give peace a chance. Let me make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me make salon.
All right, thank you very much, and good evening all from the end. So I want for welcome we all to yet another program, Building New Hope, a program where they come live through the then and now podcast, a platform where for inform, for educate, and for inspire Sierra Leoneans. Um, this is a program designed for we speak to the issues them with the inside the vision of New Hope of Dr. Kafala Mara. Mind you, now the only presidential candidate we seriously minded, we take the people very serious. It come with a vision, and this vision I put forward say, this is my plan. Now this not a alone problem, and this not my plan for fix am. If you vote me in, now the channel this and this not my vision we are going to use for fix alone problem. And time and again we don't they say, um, even though time don't done, but we want to see other aspirants them for come and campaign with them vision. Would that not happen? The trajectory we then they take for campaign, I mean, is so funny. Then they trivialize the country, they trivialize the voters. And we got to be serious about leadership in this country. We got to be serious about the country where we find we serve. Because today, within a crossroad, economically we are down as a country. Then they no hidden secret no dey now. We are completely down. And then we image internationally very bad. Um, we all know wetin dey happen na the international stage. Once you image bad, you no get able for in I mean um, get foreign direct investment. And foreign direct investment now they drive the economy. When you get foreign direct investment through that, they create what we call an expansion in the economy. I mean jobs then go there for young man them, businesses then go dey boom because of what we call the the multiplier effect of foreign direct investment. So now they get FDIs, the local economy know they do well as compared to other economies. Businesses then they close, jobs they know they all learning are because we're not able as a nation to get the right leadership. So at a time like this when we're in a crossroad, there live a man we get all the experience, we get all the sabi, we able for look at salon economy and know the problems to am and say if una elect me, I get able for fix am. In track record don't speak to that because this na man who don't profile and then over and over again we always don't say he is fit for purpose. If the APC is serious about having the right candidate, if the APC is serious about the country, not for um, personal interest, if the APC is serious about the suffering masses, I mean, we will get this man into the position. We will put aside all sentiment because a natural as human beings we will get with biases, either because na me and you dey na the same mosque, or na me and you dey attend the same church, or na me and you dey speak the same language, or na me and you come on the same village, or na me and you come on the same district, headquarter or region. We get them personal biases then they way I mean as human a bound for let it happen. But for God and country, we don't say all other candidates are equally important, but at this crucial time, the right man for the job we get now Dr. Kavala Mara. Why we dey say this now? Because in track record, in education, in exposure, in connection, everything shows say yes, the kind of president we want. This history we get, we white man called pedigree, a getter, more than all of these candidates put together. So to the candidate there as well, I always don't they say this because this is a program where it's a decent program. Then we know they never for reduce anybody so that somebody will feel like say I have been belittled, I have been reduced, I have been molested and all of this. Now we then have for speak truth to power. So you the candidate self, if you're able for do personal introspection and check yourself and know say this thing where they go for, yes, if fine, everybody want to be president. Everybody want to be at the helm of affairs. But I get what it take for solve the people and problem because it's not a joke. It's a job. It's a job and a very serious job. It is the number one office in the country. You forget what to call the pedigree. What's in this pedigree? You forget the track record, the performance track record for show say yes, you are fit for purpose. You for look at internationally how connected you are. Because one somebody wey go able for say I know wetin for do internationally for able for restore we image back. I see something wey dey fly na the media wey dem say the EU countries along with the UK government dem don give visa restrictions because of this drug lord wey dem find na we country. Well, I do me investigation with the I mean the UK embassy na yeah, and I realize say that particular viral info the way they go out na fake one, not a true. But you also get to understand say it possible say some sense of through the inside because can you imagine a narcotic drug when I convict na at the Netherlands, find himself na salon, how he can inside. Up till now, the states, even though we don't be approached by the Netherlands government for hand over this person, then say they don't know whose ID. That alone, they mean they cast a whole lot of aspersion on the presidency because we also understand later say this guy go, I mean, uh, the date with the president, the date with the president in Peking. So that's possible for let them grab one money and say we they give visa restriction to Sierra Leoneans. And we know waiting that they cause. The economy don't become so contracted that the only angle way, I mean, revenue they come now through remittances. And these remittances now we go that they will oversee. We always get family oversee go they call that $100, that $200, that £50 go they come in for sustain me. Because in country, the man they come up college, the guy can't sit down back on them mind papa. For them look after them. There are some again we not get skill, they not get education. But you want to say they not for live, they for survive. So over the years, we don't dey cry say we problems na salon, na leadership. We not get problem with policies. I can always say this. Our policies are very good. If you go back to history, um, under the the, the structural adjustment program with the All Bank we carry with na Salon be extract a very decent document wey dem call the PRSP. And that poverty reduction strategy paper na a very good one. And when Ernest Koroma came, he built on that foundation. It came with the agenda for change. And then the PRSP 1 and 2 will fall under the Millennium Development Goal. And when he count agenda for change, it also feed from the Millennium Development Goal. It align perfectly well with the PRSP 1. And the agenda for prosperity also conform to the Sustainable Development Goals. So Salon no get problem with policies. We have very good policies. And then Salon no get problem with, I mean, laws. I mean, the law has them, they can just confuse themselves around because that is their job anyways, to bring meaning out of law. But we get laws. We not get problem with law. Hmm? We also not get problem with um, peace in a way. Even though within a fragile state, but we don't get problem with peace. We are, I mean, relatively peaceful as a country. If not to only recklessness, we will leave for all begin eat we self or kill we self. We are peace loving people. We are very peaceful. This is not the only country where a northern and go settle in a southeast, a married day, a get business day, a flourish, a southeastern and go na the north, a married day. We not get that division. But because of this toxic politics we don't exist, which don't happen over the years, we don't get this kind of division. And not to the pathway forward. You know, we forget freedom for stay and live na any side at this part at the country unhindered. But that don't they dwindle. It don't they dwindle down because politics don't coincide. You know, and development no go take place na a country where peace no dey. Development no go kind of country where freedom no dey. Because part of development itself, freedom is part of development. Hmm? I mean, a scholar wey dem call Amartya Sen, he writes about that. He said freedom is part of development. So when you free for do what you want, you are already yes. So electricity just don't go. We just the states, the kind country where we find ourselves. Every up to this very moment, we don't get electricity as a problem. Maybe for fix am. So now on this backdrop, we dey do this program. We dey do this program for God and country and for tell the APC party because the hope of this country and to APC na e dey o. Dem brother wey dey so dem don dey na power for 7 years now, going out to 8 years. We no see any difference or any change wey dem don make. Even to the younger people in life, even to the young self, because development start with you self. If I for can't tell you say I wan let you develop me, if I don't begin if I for can't tell you say I want to develop you, if I don't begin see some sense of development in your life. But they themselves are not developed. Look at how backward they are. You know? So this country don't become, I mean, where they can say where falls you don't where balls you don't amok. We are sitting on a time bomb. Because I can always say a hungry man is an angry man. For as long as you are hungry, you will be angry. And then they can lead to so many other things. You know? So because of that, we come up with this program every week, every Saturday for conscientize the APC people. Because now no more the APC, the country who left to. Them are don't feel me. If they cannot fix our problem in 7 years, they cannot fix it in 3 years. The president been there in convention a few days ago, where in statement they show as if they get command for let them get the next presidency in 2028. What is that telling us? We wanted somebody who has got the international connection, who the president says no will mess with. Because the president said will not say this person no who side for will cry. You know? And we also want a president who understand how to manage a crisis economy. Look now, today is the second. Up till now, civil servants have not been paid. And this has been the norm. Then always they get delay in salaries. Before now, 25, 26, all man don't get in salary. Families and all man don't get in salary. But now it happens to again. What thing don't go wrong? Because the leaders are not genuine with us to tell us the truth that they have failed. But in actual sense, they failed. They failed. The economy is in bad shape. Now, cut here, put here no more for you for look after. The recurrent expenditures vis-a-vis the balance of pay or what they can call the wage bill. you know. So we come up with this program for talk to the APC delegates. I mean, develop of every sense of biasness. The fact remains, you cannot compare the track record of Dr. Mara to Richard Conte. Impossible. They are all doctors, they have all worked, but what Dr. Mara achieved in track record speak to. I mean, Dr. Richard Conte not reached to that level. Why am I saying this? Even the region which I come on, power has been concentrated in that region for far too long. And we cannot continue to say every leader will come out, if we be from Kamakuri. No, no, no. We have to escalate. We have to look outside. We have other districts, other regions who are capable, more than even us. You know? So except if we all want to accept and agree, say Nayanda no more leader dey. You cannot compare Dr. Mara's experience and track record and international experience to General Ramadan Majuba. They are not in any way near. You cannot, I mean, compare the experience of Dr. Mara to that of Ibn Akiswa or Jagaban or Bai Mahmoud or Dr. Ibrahim Bangura or Adem Akoli or Usman Timbo. You name them, all of these guys. The candidates will stand out for this role who will get now at the presidency post 2028 now Dr. Mara. So we dey ask the ABC leadership for think of this. For I mean do the right thing and do the needful. Ayeri then say this guy in Holland, they make him assessment and then they say Dr. Mara is A, B, and C. Well, for me, I want the people already reach out to me because me now I'm possible because of me picking them, the family. I know they encourage invective nomios. So I know the listing then audio then they. But few people give me detail of that discussion. They say how I mean a brother in Holland, Adebayo say Dr. Mara is connected to the SLPP and A, B, and C. All of these, my brothers and my sisters. I want for una know say the Adebayo in person, in personality, Adebayo has never been an APC. That is one. He is not a decision maker in the APC. And thirdly, he don't understand the issues. Even in how they call it in education. So you go sit down that you educated somebody, you allow a Becker graduate for confuse your brain. Now we personally they give Adebayo credence. Why are they saying now we they give credence? Because now we they give the platform for let you say important. You know, I understand that them guys they are the biggest problem with man like Dr. Mara because Dr. Mara is decent. You know, they encourage the likes of Adebayos. And Adebayos, now people will like attention. They collect when and they give them attention. So if Dr. Mara give Adebayo attention as the other guys and they get attention, you will see begin speak good of Dr. Mara. But Dr. Mara, no go down that level. For go talk, for go reduce himself to somebody where all man know say in your much, you know they use them for do better thing and for swear better. Eh? Who that go born Adebayo himself be proud of her? In family, say no proud of her. Now we no more in the APC if you say Adebayo na Motana. How you Motana go do now, but just force for me cost and then reduce people that get blessing pass your entire generation. So me no want let we bother about this so-called Adebayo. Because he's not a decision maker at the APC. You know get any value they add to the APC past destruction. If anybody then at the APC will encourage Adebayo, then you are not different from Adebayo. So the big guys, even all the people the way they praise, so they don't cost their all. They don't cost Ibn Akiswa, Dr. Richard Conte. All of these people know they don't go near him, they don't even encourage him. So he is one man that is left hanging. Everybody don't fail in business. Look at what he do to Dr. Sambura Kamara. A man will be the praise, a man will be the sinner angel. Who that they will don't disgrace Dr. Sambura Richard. Hmm? He don't disgrace that power past everybody in the world. And this is not the man will be the defender power. So if you don't get respect for that power, you will get respect for anybody. Now in the make Uda in for determine what APC the decision APC they take. He is a nobody. He just wants an attention. So if you get the attention, it will make himself relevant. The one the way they encourage him, they are not different from him. Because white man says, show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. If you associate yourself with somebody when I'm because you take make smoke, then that is it. So personally, I want for let everybody know say the issue of Adebayo is something that not for bother anybody. He is not APC. He not gets any voting rights. The only right way he gets now because citizen journalism. Data don't come now, it's cheap. WhatsApp day now, everybody don't turn himself journalist. So now the kulala this way this man, he don't give himself a job where nobody know get. Him believe say the best way for make impact and through mamikos. Another kind person they go talk the border now. We in the Mara campaigns, we know they expect, we know they settle for less. That is one, and we know they expect validation from like on the likes of Adebayo. But as decent as we are, as decent as we lead a day, Dr. Mara, we for expect validation from a lunatic Adebayo, somebody when I can graduate. No, it don't make any sense. The only way they listen and they are no different from him. You understand? The man is so coarse that now that kind of man they expect for let you endorse the candidate. Anybody where Adebayo endorse first, it don't rub a lock. So you better let not even endorse, we let not even let talk in trash. Let talk in trash. So now let the man continue for I mean they destroy himself. You know? So a leader forgets a clear vision. Dr. Mara stand out. He puts together in your vision statement where a vision document where he call my vision of new hope. A document where rich in everything. We don't discuss about them. We discuss the 10 guiding principles of the vision of new hope. Today, we dey look at the other aspect where they give you a background, a problem statement. What's in this problem statement? It dey give a background of um, the problem with it. Now, what's in this problem with it? Sierra Leone, since independence, in the background, it said April 27, 2020 marked 61 years. That in 2022 marks 61 years of our country's independence. So during this period, our self-determination, our country's development path faltered, with a few exceptions. Challenges in governance persist. Growth has been slow, around an annual average of 4 to 5%, except for a couple of years before the outbreak of the Ebola. It's a lack of infrastructure, unskilled labor, and weak regulatory capacity in institutions have taken root. Natural disasters have destroyed lives and property, and health pandemics have devastated families. And 10 years of civil conflict has set us, decade back. Over the years, our national aspirations have been largely driven by basic social programs under health, education, and agriculture, to name a few. It is true that health and education, for example, require huge spending for. It's about we should be concerned that except under the leadership of former President Nkrumah, little attention was paid to wealth creation over the years. Now, the people, what is this I try to tell you? Dr. Manasseh, Salon always don't face challenges. Challenges we don't face persistent challenges in governance, in growth, we don't get challenges. And now it also states we growth always on the around, it don't become slow. It don't become so slow. It said except for a couple of years under an Eskroma where we growth will go higher than at the time we Salon been rated as the fastest growing economy. It said it said it said the Ebola came when a health issue. It's a lack of infrastructure, we not get infrastructure. It's a unskilled labor. Mind you, people believe say, but woman feel say now when you go na university, you can you go make an alive. But that is not it. Sometimes when you have the skill, it's far better than when you have that ordinary degree paper. because the skill will get you employed faster. But bureaucracy, these people who they get, it don't make much of a difference because the competition so high. If you get a BA degree, there are thousands of people out there who get BA degree. What thing will set you apart? You cannot use that BA degree to get yourself employed. But with the skill that you have, you can able to get yourself employed. Say for example, you're an electrician, or you read electrical engineering. Whether somebody employ you or they not employ you, as long as you get the skill, you defend job, you defend a living and nothing for yourself. You know. It's a we don't get health pandemic, we don't devastate families, and we don't also get civil war. And this civil war don't bring, I mean, problem in this country. Backed up with all of these epidemics, pandemics, and that of these I mean natural disasters we don't cripple the economy. They say on this backdrop, they say little attention is paid to wealth creation over the years. So the title of successive 5 years National Development Plan over the decade, Poverty Reduction Strategy paper PRSP1 suggests that managing and reducing poverty has been an overarching national vocation for the past 6 decades. Yet, despite our long-standing effort, the prospect for success is remote and evidence abound that it falls short of meeting the Sustainable Development Goals and the World Bank goal of ending poverty by 2030. Now, World Bank gets a goal by 2030 where they say um, by 2030 we for don't able to at least eradicate poverty. Now, within in 2025, very soon we'll go to 2026. We are more or less like 4 years off or 5 years off to the target of the World Bank. When by 2030, we will eradicate poverty. Till date, Sierra Leone, poverty is higher than ever before. Our people are in endemic poverty, serious poverty. And this is the kind of problem we have. And then we are having mediocres around who wants to come and be president with little or no skills, with little or no international track record, with little or no experience in governing, I mean, a crisis economy, an economy that is fragile, with little or no experience in what makes our country united. Because if somebody they bank on tribal arrangements before they come into power, clearly, what thing that don't tell you? They don't tell you say you not get anything for offer beside tribe. In your ticket where they campaign on tribalism. That we all for speak the same language, we for come on at the same region, we for come on at the same Kamakwe road, or for come on at the same corner. No, this country don't big past that. So against all of these backdrops, now end of tomorrow they come for tell me say we no need for settle for less. We have a serious problem. We are far from this problem, this World Bank 2030 development uh, date with them put. It said the prospect for an immediate change for the betterment of the country can be challenging. After 61 years, well, more than 61 years now, let's say 65 years or 64 years hmm, of self-determination, about 70% of the population still live below the poverty line. That is 5.36 million hectares of arable land, which two-thirds of Sierra Leoneans depend for their livelihood, continues to underperform because of decades of subsistence agricultural practices. Now, Dr. Mara, they talk on sustainability. For over the years, we don't discuss about agriculture. Agriculture. But the agriculture programs that we will bring forward, now agriculture programs that we only good on paper. If you go outside of the offices, I mean, you know they see anything tangible, you know they see anything evidence. So we always on there on subsistence farming. I go, I clear my swamp, I plant for which I dey eat for few months. And after the few months, even forget seedling, for continue my farming for the next year, you know, day. This is the kind of agriculture we don't dey boast of. Yet we get the land. Yet we also get the climate. Yet we get the manpower. Wetin hold we and leadership. We no get the leadership wey for able for superin over this kind God-given natural resources. It's difficult for let's see a country as blessed as we. You get the land, you get the climate, the environment, okay. You get the youth, you get the labor. Hmm? You get the labor. There is a model in economics what they call the autonomous two-sector model. You have what? Excess, labor in the agrarian settings. What are we doing to harness this? What are we doing? What are we doing as a country to harness this? So, the prospect for an immediate change for the betterment of the country can be challenging. After 61 years of self-determination, about 70% of the population still live below the poverty line, and 5.36 million hectares of arable land on which two-thirds of Sierra Leone depend for their livelihood continues to underperform because of decades of subsistence agricultural practices. 58% of Sierra Leoneans do not have access to basic water facilities, and the 2020 WHO UNICEF Joint Monitoring Program for Water Supply, Sanitation and Hygiene shows that only 11% of the population uses safely managed drinking water, compared to the 45% in the Gambia and 30% in the sub-Saharan Africa, sadly. So let's take, for example, another problem statement with Dr. Kefala Mara tried for hammer home. What he tried for hammer home? Water, now a form part of the basic necessities of life. It's a 58% of the country. This is now data from the WHO. It cites the data because na a renowned academics. So when it is state data, it is saying who it gets in source. They just come and tell you so this is it. You assume. No, Dr. Mara is not like that. He's a professional. So because he's a professional, it is cites data. It cites the 2020 WHO data, where after the survey, I should say we don't worse by now. Find out say 58% of Sierra Leoneans know they drink clean water. Now dirty water, rotten water, they now they drink. Yeah, we get water. We get enough water for that kind of office for under in a common na who's kind of my office to come talk to me people. We get enough water. What are we doing to be able to harvest this water? And then what also are we doing to ensure we, invest in the infrastructure that will sanitize the water and get the water to our people? 58% of the country population they drink. Now only 11% they drink clean water. And this is as compared to 30% of the sub-Saharan Africa. Meaning we are even below, we on case now the worst. Because in the sub-Saharan Africa, they only account for 30%. We now 58% of people now dirty water they drink. Dirty water now they drink. I live in Africa and I live in the West. Immediately after the rains, we don't begin on after. Boys them for who get water for we. Forget water is crazy. It's crazy. Nothing is happening so far. We all what we do now for can sit on a radio station, talk big talk, speak big English. Siphon resources we meant for the people, for the general good, drive jeep and left the people to continue for so far. This is not the change that Dr. Mara bring to the table. This is the change that Dr. Mara is bringing to the table. Yet, we still have people we believe say, because you don't know in the APC from 1960, even though you don't get any value they bring, now for baby flag bearer. We still get people in the APC we believe say, because in tribe na then the majority, leadership no forgo to no minority group pass in tribe. Even though you don't get anything for offer, this kind of problem, because we still lay into the problem. Dr. Mara is laying the foundation. In any in research or in any project, you get for state what we call a problem statement. And the problem we face now is so endemic. We just don't talk about agriculture. It don't come down to water. Water, 58% of Sierra Leoneans are the two water they drink. Only 11% they aim for access clean drinking water. So majority of the people, just they, that is why we get all kind sickness. If cholera come, it will kill me the most. Ebola come, is here, it ravage me. Now we don't get mpox. Look how terrible it is. We not get the infrastructure for able for maintain this kind of problem we get. So is this presidency that we want meant for people who are mediocres, who do not know what to do to be able to fix the problem? Some man they run for president. You don't even know what's in the problem. You don't even know. You don't even get a clue of what's in the problem. But yet, if you ask, I will tell you, say, I want to be president. Why? Because I've been there in 1960. Dr. Mano been there. Dr. Mano 2010 he came. Yes. And then you are having people who believe, say, now when they align themselves with a lunatic, like they are there, they endorse them. That will give them the leverage for them kind of power. You get some who believe, say, the few changes where they will get overseen through fortune. Now, if we can spend and get himself into power. The mindset of the Israelis, majority don't wise up now. You don't count the money, yes, you fine. Put the money aside, talk to me. Aside from this money, because this money we get, if we use them, say, we want for even fix water problem at Tengeton, and the community in Tengeton on our force, and not do for fix the water problem okay. This money we can also really can't spend. But majority, people are so backward in their thinking, in their mind, that they believe, say, now when somebody count money. And the thing where they pay me is even people who are in the diaspora. I talk to somebody saying they support Jakaba. I say on which basis? You know, oversee it. He say because the man get money. Because he get money, no can't teach salon money. That's what I tell you. Are you sure because the man say in get money, you know teach salon money? Are you sure of that? Are you forgetting that the money when the man gets in order for solve salon problem? What if the money don't along the road? Like now, they can spend all over the place. They can spend all over the place. You think that the man stupid? He go spend all the money for that kind of power at the end of the day. You know, recoup that money we put inside back. You know, fair way for give contract wrongly for they get the resources we put back. Now, political entrepreneurs, it is not sustainable. Let us go in for brains. Let us go in for people who have the country at heart, who understand the issues. Clearly, Dr. Maha don't tell me, say he understand the issues. Because it is cite fact and data. Water is a challenge. How many of them will fix that? Not to you money we look at. We already have the resources. All we need is leadership to be able to what? Do the needful so that the people they will get water. Now, let me read again from the script. When it comes to water, even the Gambia they do well. Because the Gambia gets 30% of the young people that we know they get water, pure water. So 70%, even when at desert state, then they get water. We will get water, get rainforest all over the place. There is water, but we will not get water. It says our country has one of the highest child and maternal mortality rates in the world as well. What's in a child and maternal mortality rate? This is not the country we are in. Picking and they die. And you're not supposed to be so. Because if we get the right incentive for the workman, then we get the right infrastructure, picking up will just die. Picking then the people will get strong resistance as compared to the aged. But here na one place where pikin dem dey die wey dem small. And beyond that, um, maternal mortality wey woman dem wey get belle dey die, salon get the worst. Malaria is the highest cause of death of over 22%. Has been with us for over 200 years since our country was named the white man's grave. Was still life expectancy is only 53 years as compared to Singapore, 83 years. So what we have in this country, what we have in this country far outweighs what Singapore have. In fact, Singapore and development plan, their Salon development plan, then take them go dust and they make Singapore, which is Singapore. Why? Because a leader we call Lee Kuan Yew decides to say, I know they settle for less. And they put aside tribe, and they put aside region, and they put aside religious affiliation, all of these sentiments, and they go in for the right thing. The best brain leads. Today, Singapore is what Singapore is. The life expectancy na 83 years. We alone, with life expectancy, if you live there, according to the life expectancy data, na 53 years. Malaria, nearly 22% of all we die there in this country na malaria and the cause. And we don't live with we for over 200 years. Gentlemen and ladies, people of this country, the APC people, I want to get this question. You think say these guys where they go around soon, they even know of this kind problem we'll get? They don't even know. They don't even know say this is not an issue. All wetin dem keen about. Because me na social tribe, I forget this leadership. Because me na social tribe come out, I forget this person. Can you imagine? Wetin na the guy name? This same Adebayo have been referred to wey somebody tell me say, I mean, he talks say Dr. Maraga connection with the SNP. If not to lies and blackmails, if not to political blackmail, whose SLP person don't ever come out in the open so Dr. Maraga ever get card with them? Dr. Mara in woman na SLPP. Who told you that? Where the evidence? Or because somebody in Aminde does that make them, SLPP? If somebody in Aminde, any Sierra Leone and they will pass Minima, or any Minima will pass any other Sierra Leone, any other tribe, not so we all get this country. Where the evidence now for sure say this person is SLPP? You don't have it. But they come out in the open for damaged person. But that is a discussion for another day. Because he always say the likes of Adebayo, we not see you suffer anyways. Because in this world, whatever you do, it will come back after you. It is karma. Adebayo sit to say sit down. This is the type of blackmail somebody will never do bad. It is the type of blackmail somebody will not ever do bad. They not ever meet. If they don't meet self now one or twice, you don't know him, you don't know you're bringing. They say the man in West, and therefore in West now SLPP, so the man is SLPP. Do you know how many of these guys where you support, where the connection of the SLPP? In only awaiting the cow with soup to Dr. Man. But you overlook blindly. You come for blackmail somebody will never do bad, and you think say they go free. Rudeness, everybody rude. Now people can just decide say because of how we grow up, make cannot be the Adebayo type. But everybody's a because on makers. But you make them your hobby, you make them your profession for cost on makers. Well, let's see how you go end. Because you're not doing it for this country. The same Dr. Zangora will be the talk fine for. Now the same Dr. Zangora the cosplay. The doctor will come to you the talk fine for today. You been the course yesterday. The Ivana Kisa way they talk fine for today. You been the course yesterday. The few that way you know course, now you know whose relationship you get with them. If they encourage you, then they're not different from you. Somebody will never do nothing, you carry the light pan, you blackmail them, you talk all kind of nonsense about them, just because you want to score political goal for you pay masters, and they think you are serving the country, and you think say God not go hold you for damage somebody in repetition where you don't know about. True and true, that man not get any connection with the SLPP. He has friends across every Sierra Leonean. He dey meet with everybody, but he has never been a member of the SLPP. Never. And we have never been a member of the SLPP. He went from a professional, a career diplomat, highly respected woman, highly professional woman. But because of that, jealousy and hatred, envy, you don't want anything good for be attributed to that man because you want him for subjecting himself to your level. If I begin call you and begin send to you one you like how the others and they do. If I reduce yourself to the level before ever you get credence, well, I will see if you know the God. If you know APC, you know God, they give power, not a problem. You reduce somebody, you not get anything, you know, do nothing, no sabia, you know, not meet one day. You just from nowhere, you open mouth, they talk all kind of rubbish because you want attention. And you think say God not go hold you. Let's see how you will end, brother. But I want to tell you, say, not to everybody you dey pull down, and if you say they go scot free. There are people who are blessed. You will don't do unto other people. But if it's you, but let's see how you end. How you work attribute somebody in how they call them to SLPP. Now SLPP don't know the conversions. You see the human money. Because if somebody in a party person, like how you say, a connected with the SLPP in a party person, you get party card, why not for good? Now right for good in a Sierra Leone now. SLPP not to SLPP, not to Sano party. Now they bull any day. Are they not Sierra Leoneans? But you see the human body. But you come after them for destroy them and destroy the chances of a man. And he thinks that you go win after here. Woman will not get anything to do with politics. He's a very decent woman. He always don't keep nine lane. A man in politics is not involved inside. As a professional, you hardly find the first lady like her. Because he always don't become cool, moderate, and docile. Say Dr. Mahari free in wife. Who does Monday? Who's Monday way in wife control? Let me ask you this. Not so that Adeba ask you, but we the Sierra Leonean. Because when this lunatic will say Dr. Mahari wife any controller. Who's Monday on our train wife control? Una show me this one. Personal no value woman. But anybody who value woman, respect woman. You listen to human. And if that you mean say the web they control you, then so be it. Dr. Mara is so decent. He gave a value human, he gave a respect to human. And because he gave a respect to human, and that you mean say the web they control, well, no problem. But me no so no man no dey on that way web they control. Because they say to every successful man, there's a woman at the back. So the Dr. Mara we know today, in successes, in history, in track record, whether make or whether beat today, a woman contributes today to that success. If you perform today in a government, a woman contributes today. So what do you want? You want somebody who not got respect for woman, for let be leader? Is that the kind of leader you want? You want a leader where no got respect for woman, where you have no controller. Is that the kind of leader you want? Where you grab and do anything? No, the majority of us, the Sierra Leoneans, we say Dr. Mara. Why? If you say wealth the controller, we say you get respect for wealth. And that is why you need a name. If people are where they support so nearly all over the place, they get a friend all over the place. Because they believe say that through that woman business they don't for take themselves into positions. Dr. Mara is a decent person. You never hear somebody calling him. Say that your girlfriend is on another you don't with woman. He is very decent. And this is what you don't like about him. Because he is very decent. And not everybody will be the same. Not everybody is for sale. Not everybody they buy. And not everybody they put in how they call it, in principles that they got up because for satisfy you a lunatic like you. A Becker graduate. You of no use. But not blame you. Now the APC people, they don't call themselves politicians, where they take phone calls, you say go call that person you do. You allow yourself to be used by these bad politicians. If somebody calls you say go cost this person, why not tell them can confront the person cost? Why not you them for use? But the blessing no day. So not all the time for born picking fine. But when you born picking, you pray for Allah get blessing. Let not come on like a by your time. Now more important. You big man like you, na eat map because customer then you take permit course make it profession. You feel say the only way for you to make relevance in society now when you carry you reduce people, you curse people, you blackmail people, now you survive. And you think say you go end fine, you think say heaven there for you. I pity you, and I pity that list to you. I really pity the kind of individual you be. So let me not bother much because I'm not saying that this kind of thing he wants. He wants relevance, he wants let them get him attention and all of that. And Dr. Mara is not the type. We go talk to you, but no way we reduce ourselves to you. Forget about Dr. Mara. I know ever go on a level. You know ever talk to you. You know ever talk to you. And in destiny in online that you are. Continue for the rant, continue for the cost from cost, continue for the tell people and say that you can make whether the next whether they be the next flag bearer. What's in destiny for Dr. Mara? You know they ever jump on. If God destined and say it be president, it be president. With your blessing or with your endorsement or non-endorsement, he will still be president. So continue for rant. Yeah? You look at somebody when you do nothing, you try no more for blackmail and damager. And then you think say you get heaven. And you think say now for the country they do am. Anyways. So these are the kind of problems the more we get in this country. The health system is so bad, it's so appalling. This is a part of the problem statement where Dr. Mara put forward. That it got what it take for fix. Look at the life expectancy. This is not the country where we life expectancy there around 53 years. Life no long in this country. As you click 40 so, just no say you can die at any time. And you know for be so. Not all death will attribute to God. Yes, we all they die. We all they die, but not all death will attribute to God. So the people this is not the starting for discourse Sierra Leone since independence. Dr. Mara they lay the premise upon which it is wrong. As we always say in research or in any project, we go for state within the problem. And part of the problem statement, Dr. Mara don't speak to the issue of agriculture when a subsistence agriculture. You know, for BISO, because we get the labor, we get the land, we get the climate, we get everything, but we lack leadership. They don't speak to the issue we get for do with water. Water don't become, an emergency. Water no day. Over 58% of the population of the water they drink. 11% now they drink clean water. The few where they between the 11% and the 58%, between the 11 to the 58, these are people where even the water where they drink, you know class them as clean, you know also class them as dirty. A day in between. Only 11% and they drink. Gambia, small the Gambia within a desert place. Salon. Then they get clean water pathway. Sub-Saharan Africa, then they get clean water pathway. Salon case is the worst, even though we get this kind of water all over the place. Look at the health system, how you are calling. Look at how picking and they die. How Kumrad and they die. How Bella woman and they die. We are among the worst in the world. So if we want to fix this, gentlemen and ladies, people of the All People's Congress, we don't begin for telling us say the right candidate, where you do job, head hunting in job. You look at somebody where in profile match to within the job description they about. We state them very clearly say Dr. Mara in track record, what they call pedigree, a perfectly match to the job description. And if in pedigree, if in track record, a match to the job description, what will we forget? If we look at international connection, he is up there, highly connected. And if you look at internal experience, superb. If you look at in track record, in passion for delivery, you need somebody who is smart enough for able to move this country forward. Sometimes hard work is not enough. Smart work is better. Not of just get any kind of person for run around and say want be president. We are reading the proposal from the government, say they want, from the APC secretariat about the criteria where they want to see. That is the way to go. You have to state the criteria. You don't just have to open it. Otherwise, myself can grab because I don't need to because age wise, till 2028, I dey meet up the age wey the government say above 40 for be president. I can just grab and go bill. Wetin I go bring to the table? Whose experience wey I get? Some of we better pass the one wey dey jump so. Because even the company wey some of we, if some of them are wey dey jump so they say they wan be president, he said they also the work. If you send your CV and I'm here the professional head, and they shortlist you sef because me no dey for mediocrity. And they even shortlist you. For campaign manager na we your office no more they want. Which you are in column. So we'll stop here. We'll come again next week, same time. And we hope that this will be a learning point for us Leone and do the right thing for this country. For far too long we only suffer. On this note, I want to stop here and tell you all thank you. Bye bye.